Hey folks, Country Prepper here. First aid is one of the most important topics that anybody in this genre or community can cover. The trouble is, it's really a shame that videos on this topic just don't get very many views, but because it's so important, I'm still going to do it anyway. And so what I have for you guys here today is the first aid / trauma kit that I keep in my truck. And this is in the bug out roll designed by a Canadian prepper. And I have quite a few things in it, but I have an extra panel. And so I'd really like to hear what you guys think I need to add to this once you see what I have in it. I was so impressed by the quality and the design of this bug out roll that I got an extra one. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I will tell you how you can win this one. So like I said, I have an extra panel here, and what's really cool about this, the way he put it together, is you can fold this tab over up here and fold it back to itself. That way, if you're not using one of these panels and you just want to have an extra one on hand in case you add to your kit, then you can fold this up and the Velcro doesn't get a bunch of stuff in it. The next thing that I really like about this is this grab handle. That is very comfortable. You could carry this around if you had like a big heavy survival kit or something like that built into one of these kits or one of these bug out rolls. Then you know you're not going to get any fatigue in your hand from that handle. It's not going to hurt your hand at all. It's very sturdy. It's built very well. Good solid buckles. There are two more straps on the back here. You get those unclipped. And then I just thought I'd show you guys these D-rings here real quick. That is a nice feature, so you can like attach this to the back of the seat in your car or truck, or hang it up on a tree or whatever. You could use it for a bunch of different ways. But let's get this unfolded. And then you also have two tabs here with grommets in it and another handle that you can hang it up with. Okay, to start off with, I have a triangular bandage over here. I have one of those pain relief patches. It's kind of a menthol feeling, kind of like icy hot, and those will stick onto you. You can put it on your back, your shoulder, knee, you know, whatever you need it for. In here I have some just adhesive bandages, an oval eye pad, and you know, big, small, bunch of different sizes of stuff. I can get a lot more in that pocket, so I'm going to add to it. This is all just stuff that I pulled out of my other first aid trauma kit that was much smaller, so I'm going to be adding to this, but I just thought I'd show you guys what I have in it so far. Over here I have some eye drops, alcohol pads, also some of those cleaning wipes. There's ibuprofen, triple antibiotic ointment, bug sting relief, insect itch cream, and just a bunch of those little packets of stuff that come in a lot of first aid kits. So next up down here I have some of these really big extra absorbent ab pads, and then I have some smaller ones over here. Then I have some of those non-adherent pads. Those are really important. You don't want to use gauze pads on an open wound. Even if it's just seeping out like the yellow infection type of crap, you do not want that sticking to a gauze pad. So use the non-adherent, the non-stick type of pads, and you won't run into that issue. If you've ever had to try to peel off you know, like a scab or anything like that, when it gets stuck into a gauze pad or anything like that, you'll never do it again. Get yourself some of those. Then in the next panel, I have a couple of N95 masks. These are the flat ones. That's the ones that I prefer. Also, I have some survival tabs, just in case you have to, you know, grab them and go and you don't have anything else. It's just kind of a redundancy for like my get-home bag. Then I have one of these self-adhering wraps, and those are really handy. You don't have to buy the ones that are made for humans. You can actually get them in like the horse and livestock section in your Farm and Home or Tractor Supply or Baumgartner's, any of those kind of stores, and they're probably about $2 a piece cheaper if you buy the ones that are made for livestock. So really helps save some money, and these things are worth every penny. For the next panel, this is the one with all the Velcro pockets and stuff like that. So I have a couple of Sharpies here, one that's the fine point and a little thicker point, and then I have a small flashlight. This is my 3-Night Archer 1AV3, and this one I just put it in there because it's small and light, and you can clip it onto a hat. I always wear a ball cap, so that's a good option. Having light when you get into an accident or something, you know, some type of emergency. A lot of emergencies, a lot of accidents happen at night, so a flashlight in your first aid kit is a good idea. Next up, I have a couple of different tourniquets. That's a rat's tourniquet there. This one is my Raptor, Leatherman Raptor shears. Got a cat tourniquet. And the SWAT T tourniquet. I have a Ranger band around that just so it doesn't come unraveled. Okay, and for the last two panels that I have filled up so far, I have the Z-Pack dressing and an Israeli bandage, and then I have two SAM splints. One's big enough for a leg, the other one's good for an arm, or this would also work on a child's leg. Backing up just a little bit, I'm not sure what I want to put in those two slots. So if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. There's a lot of different things you could put in there, but I'm just not sure. And then, like I said, I have another extra panel here that has the big slot here and then the two smaller ones with the zippers on them. And I'm not really sure what I want to add to those. So once again, if you guys have suggestions, that would be great. I might just go ahead and fill those up with a bunch more, like the non-stick, non-adherent pads, maybe some more of the self-adhering wrap, maybe some more ab pads, more N95 masks, things like that. So what would you guys put in there? Now, the first couple of times when I tried to wrap this thing back up, I screwed it all up. Make sure you put the top one on there first. Then you can bring the sides in. Flip it over. And do your last two buckles. And there it is. Now, I got the red one because I knew it was going to be for a first aid kit. But for the one that you guys can win, I decided to go with black just because you never know what somebody's going to use it for. This bug out roll is very useful for a lot of applications. If you're not a fan of the Canadian Prepper channel, you probably have missed out on these, and so that's why I kind of wanted to do a review of it for you and not just show you the first aid items I keep in my truck. So I'm pretty pleased with it. It's holding up great. I've had the red one for about a year now, and actually just a little over a year. I think I ordered it last November or early December, and so yeah, I've had it for a little over a year, and it's holding up great. It's been sliding around in the back of my truck, and it's gotten pulled out and used a few times, so it's doing great. And so, like I said, I was impressed enough with it that I got one for you guys. And how you can win this, how I'm going to, instead of doing sheath raffles and stuff like that, I explained this in my last video, but just go back over it again in case you guys missed that. What I'm going to do is, like I said, instead of doing sheath raffles and things like that to try to, you know, fund this channel, I'm just going to do premieres. Like this video came out as a premiere. My last video came out as a premiere. And if you show up for one of those premieres and leave a comment, you automatically get one entry. Now, the premieres allow for super chat tips. And so anybody that leaves a super chat tip, you don't have to in order to win. But if you do, you get an entry for every $1. And so I just think that's the first way to do it, instead of me trying to sell you guys, you know, on a sheath raffle every month or something like that to try to keep this channel going. I really would like to upgrade my camera gear, and that's kind of my goal for this year, to improve my quality. So how I will pick the winner is whatever video gets the most views, I will go back, and whoever showed up for the premiere on that video, I will go through the chat and write down all the names of everybody who left a comment, or everybody through the entire month, everybody that does a super chat. I will write all those names down too, and then I'll pick the winner at the end of the month, probably when I announce whatever the next item for the you know, like giveaway / raffle type of thing that I'm doing here. So that's kind of my game plan for now. We'll see how it works out. If it doesn't work out, well, then we'll go back to the drawing board and go from there. So that's it for today, guys. Let me know if there's anything missing in the first aid kit that you noticed. You know, it's just one of those things where an extra set of eyes makes a huge difference, and people can forget things from time to time. So it's really important. I just thought of one other thing I should put in there is I got one of those hydro blue filter straws. That would be a good thing to keep in that first aid kit. And so, see there, just out of the blue, comes to mind. And so it's always good to get feedback from you guys, and that's how we are better prepared that way. So, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.